What's happened over the last 12 weeks of Nick the Mauler Murchison.
Nick Murchison is my name. I was born in Auckland and lived in Auckland all my life, apart from a year in England where I travelled and played a bit of rugby. Went to Mount Albert Grammar and then went to Auckland University and did a BCom for 4 years. I work at a place called Signpack. We do nationwide branding contracts. We've got a team of about 26 guys out in Panmure, so that's what I've done for the last 9 years. I played a lot of squash and a lot of tennis, and through tennis was actually how I met a guy that was a boxing trainer, actually, that talked me into having a go at it. So I'd put on a hell of a lot of weight, got to sort of over 110 kilos, which wasn't overly healthy, so I just took it up to get fit, really, and to lose weight. And he sort of talked me into, people were saying to me, the bag doesn't hit your back, so after a few weeks of that I got talked into having a fight, which I don't know if I'm regretting or not. I'm married to my wife Miriam for about 8 years, and I've got 3 kids, 5, 2 and 6 months old, so it's a pretty full house, and I've been lucky that she's been able to accommodate all the training and the long days and things like that, as well as work, so I've been pretty lucky in that respect. It's a lot harder than anything I did with tennis or rugby. I don't know whether that's because I'm older or I've sort of got a busier life, but I found it pretty tough, so I'm looking forward to it being over. I lost about 15 kilos, so as a result of that I feel a lot healthier and a lot less stressed at work and things like that, so it's definitely worked. I know that I'll be nervous. I'm nervous already. I'm looking forward to the night, obviously, but in a way looking forward to it being finished as well, so yeah, hopefully I'll get through it without getting my head knocked off. Firstly, I want to thank my trainer Brent, who's been bloody good over the last 3 or 4 months and kept pushing me to carry on the training, and obviously my wife, who's had to juggle a lot of stuff at home to look after three young kids while I've been out at boxing and running, so yeah, definitely thanks to her.
So that is the red corner. In the blue corner we have Martin Goodnight Goldfinch.
Martin Goldfinch, born in Te Aomori, live in Auckland. At the moment I'm a country representative for Archer Capital, which is a Australasian MBO, LBO firm. What we do is buy, operate and ultimately sell companies. Got into boxing about 4 years ago, which is highly aerobic, got a bit of physicality to it and keeps you fit. Decided to fight, and as soon as I said I was going to fight to someone, committed. So I love the training. I just like getting physically tired. I quite like scrapping, dare I say it. Don't drink as much as I used to. Lost a lot of weight, had uninterrupted sleep, but I'm tired most of the time. The sparring sessions, it's not natural to get hit in the head, but once you get through that, it's quite fun. I think I'll do well. I'm reasonably fit. I think I'm up against a guy that's taller, younger and heavier, which is an unfortunate trifecta, but I think I'll go okay. Absolutely thank to the guys here, ringside. It's a pretty slick show what they put on for us. I'm not talking about tonight, I'm talking about the program. The quality trainers, quality fitness, and I guess quality care. And they've kept us up through what is quite a rigorous regime. And they've done it with a smile, which is, so it's been fun. Oh. Thank you, Chris, particularly. He's been my boxing trainer. Hopefully I'll put in some of the lessons that he's taught me on the night, but who knows? Kate, my wife, now believes I'm the most boring person in the world because all I do is eat, sleep and think about boxing. So thank you for your forbearance. And I guess the old man was a boxer, so there's a wee bit of family history that subconsciously has an impact. But I've been trying a few moves at home. Being my older boy, I copped him one in the chin the other day, although he got me first.
Ladies and gentlemen, they've talked the talk, now it's time to walk the walk. Let's start with the red corner, the man they call the Mauler, Nick Murchison.
This ain't a song for the broken hearted.
tonight's, once again, the best of 3 2-minute rounds. Introducing the principals from the red corner. He's 33 years of age. He weighed in at 94 kilos, lost a massive 16 kilos, the biggest weight loss of any of our fighters tonight. He's the master and the Bachelor of Commerce. He's a father of 3. He's the General Manager of Signpack New Zealand Limited. Please welcome the mauler, Nick Mudgerson.
And the blue corner stats, he is 44 years old. He's 85 kgs. He's got a Bachelor of Commerce, 3 lovely children, and he's a merchant banker in asset management for Archer Capital. Please welcome Martin Goodnight Goldfinch.
Your judges for this fight, Bob Gibson, Jeff Belton, Lorna Phillips. Your ring commissioner is Pat Leonard. We understand that Lance Revels ducked out of the building because his car's being towed. So our referee stepping in for this one is John Gillespie.
Well, here we are, fight number 6. Lance Revel was to referee this bout, but I pity the towee who's towed his car, being towed from Sky City. This is bout number 6, Nick the Mauler Mudgerson. He's 33, 94 kilos. He has lost a total of 16 kilos in weight. He has age, he has a weight advantage over Martin Goodnight Goldfinch, 44 years of age, 11 years the senior, 85 kilos, 9 kilos the lighter. And we already see very mobile on his feet. Nice work from Mudgerson already. Looking good with the jab, looking good with the straight right hand to the body. On his bike, Goodnight Goldfinch, moving around well. Oh, big right hand followed by the left hook. Goldfinch wisely closing it up. The referee just having a bit of a look, asking him about holding. Got to find a way inside the taller man's range. An exchange of jabs. Oh, and that's a big overhand right once again. Just clipping him on the ear, wisely tying him up. The referee going to come in. Just got to be careful about turning his back on his man. Oh, collected a nice jab on the way in. Martin Goldfinch just dropping his head too much at the moment. It has been collected by the uppercut on the way in. Referee we'll have a quick word to him about dropping his head there. He did get a clean shot landed. Needs to remember, dip his knees, keep his eyes on his opponent at all times. As they say in boxing, defend yourself at all times. Not sure about that 8 count. It's just really a warning for him to keep his head up. Headgear just shifting to one side slightly from Martin Goldfinch. Falling about 6 inches short with the jab. Good defence from Nick the Mauler Mudgerson. Oh, that bolo punch, it did bounce off the chest, not the chin. Martin Goldfinch wisely walking forward. Just needs to tie up his man's arms if he's going to do that. Otherwise he could walk himself onto an uppercut or a short punch on the inside. Interesting first round. Not quite as much action as we've seen in other fights. Probably marginally to our man Mudgerson, who got the 8 count from the uppercut. Martin Goldfinch just needing to learn how to deal with shots when he's hit, not duck his head and walk forward. Chris Martin, a very good trainer in his own right. He's trained a number of top fighters, including Paula Matali, former New Zealand super heavyweight champ. Telling Martin Goldfinch he really needs to keep his head up on the inside. Telling him also he's got to do some body work downstairs. Go downstairs, double up with the right and left body rips before coming back upstairs with the hands. Martin Goldfinch's father was a bit of an inspiration to him getting in the ring tonight. He's a merchant banker, but his father was a double blue at university in both athletics and boxing. Oh, nice right hand to start the round, but clearly not the stronger of the two men. Can't bully him forward. It's starting to resemble a little bit of a wrestling contest there. We had a little bit of MMA here a couple of weeks ago, looking a little bit similar. Plenty of wrestling. Oh, big right hand over the top. Really did land that one flush. Martin Goldfinch coming back from it well. He soaked up the punch well. Needs a little bit more composure on the inside there. The call coming from Chris Martin and then nicely slipping under the jab. Again, he did all the work to get inside and then stopped. He paused on the inside. Referee just breaking the men up. A lot of holding on the inside, so they're not freeing the hands to throw the volleys of punches we've seen in other fights. A nice little right hand, just glanced past the chin. Hitting on the break. Lucky to get away with that. Had a warning from the referee. Walked into that jab. Both guys just exchanging here. A set of jabs. Goldfinch landing the better one. Oh, nice little overhand right, snuck under the jab. Almost hitting and holding there, Lennox Lewis style. Oh, haymaker of a shot there from Margison. He's starting to rattle. Cheap shot on the inside from Martin Goldfinch as he's about 6 inches from me. Leaning over the ropes, little cheap dig as his man was bent double over the ropes. See the merchant bankers not above, taking a few cheap shots on the inside. He's starting to work a little bit more with his hands on the inside rather than allowing himself to be tied up. And again, punching off the break as the referee comes in. We need to hear a clearer call from the referee so the fighters can listen to that. Well, a very interesting second round. Martin Goldfinch looked like he might have got overwhelmed at the end of the first. He came back strongly, started to tie his man up, particularly in the latter minute of that round. Started to use the hands, listened to his corner, particularly on the inside. Difficult round to pick. Trainer Chris Martin now calling for the left hook in particular, following that up with the right hand, really working on his man. Also telling him he's just got to step to the side a little bit, create the angles, otherwise he's going in against a guy who's a lot heavier, almost 10 kilos heavier, and it's just matching him strength for strength, weight for weight. But when you shift your weight to one side, you can alter their balance and you're not using as much of your own strength.
All right, this is the third round. This is the money round for these two gents. Nick Margison and Martin Goodnight, let's bring them home. This is the round that hurts the most.
Well, here we go, the third and final round underway. It's been a relatively sedate fight so far. Nice right hand going upstairs to the left hook. He's caught him again. Has him just about doing the monkey dance in the ring. Both feet off the air at some point. And again, a wrestling match right up above us here in the commentary position. Margison starting that round well, went downstairs to the body, then came upstairs, left hook, right hand. Back into that familiar clinch we've seen a lot of. The referee not bothering to break it, the men break themselves. Goldfinch going for the right hand off the break. And they're back in again. Exchange of jabs once again. Oh, that right hand, he's drifting into it. Oh, he comes back with a hooking right hand of his own. The merchant banker. And that characteristic walk forward, wrestle him, double him over the ropes, which we've seen. Oh, he walked into the uppercut there. Didn't hit him on the chin, probably in the chest. Punishment for dropping his head very low. Referee once again having to do more work than we've seen tonight with the wrestling match. Nice little duck under. Reminiscent of a bit of kickboxing with the grappling here on the inside. We're starting to get into the final minute of this fight. Another little nice right hand over the top, followed by a dig to the body. Back on his bike, wheeling away with the jab, but he is dropping his left, or his right hand rather badly. He's open for the left hook if Nick Margison chooses to throw it. Bit of fatigue there now from Goldfinch, turning his back on the fighter. Uppercut, left hook, right hand. Volleys of punches there, most of them missing and flying over the top. Fatigue starting to set in for both these fighters, fighting with their mouths open. Now it's Goldfinch's turn with the right hand, left uppercut, wrestling takedown, landing on top. And the bell tolls for the end of an entertaining, if not conventional bout. Probably goes the way of Nick Margison. Hard to choose. There was a lot of clinching, a lot of punching off the brakes there. A 44-year-old Martin Goodnight Goldfinch made a good account of himself, 44 years of age, gave away 9 kilos against Nick the Mauler Margison, who also did well just getting into the ring, having lost 16 kilos in training.
Just asking from representing Design Collective, Adam Griffiths, to come to the ring to present the belts. Welcome, Adam. Thank you very much for your sponsorship. All right, let's hear from the two boys, and Nick, first of all, come into the ring. Outstanding fight. Well, mate, you lost 16 kilos more than anybody else. Was it worth it?
Yeah, well worth it. Didn't really think so halfway through the second round, but yeah, it was worth it overall.
Who would you like to thank?
Definitely my friends and family down here, my mum and dad, and my wife and 3 kids who couldn't be here, but they all sacrificed a lot for me to do this for the last 3 months, so a lot of thanks to them.
You said to me before the fight night you were wondering what the hell you were doing, but no regrets now?
Not now, not now. Yeah.
Awesome. The Mauler, Mr. Margison.
And Martin, have you ever been hit like that before?
Only by my young son.
Now, I was looking at your friends and supporters' faces. They were cringing a bit. Why would you do this?
Oh, look, it doesn't actually hurt when in the ring. You can't feel it. But look, full marks to Nick. He came to fight. He fought a much better fight than I expected, and he took me apart. So well done, Nick.
Well, congratulations, Stu. That was Martin Goodnight Goldfinch.
And all the team from Archer Capital as well. All right. We make the presentations now, please. Adam Griffiths to the boxers. Come and get your belts. Martin, you've still got some memorabilia to take home. Adam Griffiths from Design Collective, one of our sponsors tonight. Awesome.